Yeah.
45
You ready?
Yeah.
This always happens. All right. Peace and love, family. What's going on? It is your boy Mario Quinn, and we are here with yet another Level Up podcast. And I must say, folks, I am very excited for this evening. My phone's already going off. Let me know that we are live, which I'm about to activate real quick just so I can get a sneak peek. But anywho, family, this is episode 82 of the Level Up podcast. I'm joined tonight by my wonderful co-host, my boy Rizzy Reek. How you feeling this evening, sir?
I'm feeling good, lit as
always, internet world. But I'm more so excited about our very, very special guest. And somebody keep kicking the table. Stop kicking the table,
that's
Reek.
a ghost, bro. That's
the
me.
ghost.
Yeah, I don't know what that
the
is.
ghost of Christmas past and hit the damn table.
Yeah.
Anywho, family, I'm excited about our very special guest on this episode of the Level Up Podcast, episode 82. Leah, how you feeling today?
I'm doing well. How are you guys?
Fantastic. Thank you for asking.
That's good. It's like, no, I'm really tired though.
Yeah.
I just got off work.
Been a long day.
Bruh.
Yeah. The hustle, it never stops.
Yeah.
Never stops. Can't
You know what I'm
stop.
saying?
Won't stop.
So I know on the flyer it says move accordingly. And what did that mean?
Well, in college, recently graduated, bachelor's health science.
Now we went to the same school.
Yeah, we went to Lincoln University, class of 2020.
Right,
I call it COVID 2020.
Mm.
But I came up with move accordingly by basically the meaning of move accordingly.
Mhm.
To move like just I'm trying to put it in a way where everyone can understand.
Kind of like move in balance or move right, move on a righteous path.
Somewhat.
Right.
It matters the aspect that is like the problem or the situation, because it can be a negative situation and or a positive situation. But however you see fit to move, that's what it's giving. Move accordingly.
Okay.
Or move around. It
Okay.
matters. It's all energy though. We're here for frequencies and
Sweet.
energy. So
Sweet.
yeah.
Well, Marie, he jumped in with his question real fast.
I'm sorry. I had to.
Something's happening with the computer over yonder, Ivan.
Said sorry.
The computer.
I just wanted to know. I mean, I had to put it on the flyer,
Yeah.
let you know what's up.
She's here.
Get you out there.
Definitely.
That's
She's
what's
here.
up. That's what's up. Well, we're gonna take just a quick minute. I'm gonna take a quick pause because our computer just stopped.
So we're gonna cut to commercial.
We're gonna cut to commercial. It's like
Mounty.
Is it back?
Did you say something?
Is it doing that error?
Are you tired of feeling moving slow? We'll move accordingly.
I'm gonna hire him, y'all. I'm hiring him.
Well, it's okay. Just can you if you just
Bro, you just have to move accordingly.
Move accordingly.
It goes with life,
If
any
you
aspect. I'm
restart
telling
it,
you.
Like,
close it out and
working.
open it back up.
It's more than
save
just
it. Close it out.
We still live on the air, you
Yeah.
know. So we have to act like we're still not performing for an audience.
Right, it's fine. So Reek, stop it. Anyway, so for those, obviously Reek knows exactly what it is that you do. I kind of have an idea of what it is that you do. Can you just explain to the people that might be watching, listening to the podcast, exactly what it is that you do here in Pittsburgh?
Well, I do everything. Real life, I do everything, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna start from the top to the bottom. We're gonna name a good 7, and I'll be done. So, I dance, I sing. Sing and rap goes together. We could do sing/rap. I do credit restoration. I work with financial education services. So if you would like to get your credit to, 800 Club, hit me up. DM me, Aaliyah Smith on Facebook. What else do? I work with benefits. I deal with health, medical, vision, dental. Yeah, I get a lot of crazy calls from a lot of upset people. So it teaches me to maintain my composure. Customer service is really a thing for me.
Right.
What else do? I do hair. I don't promote it. I'm not big on it. But I will, slay your sis real quick.
Okay.
Now, is there one that you do the most, or that you like to do the most, or is it just all the same?
One that I like to do the most, I'm actually about to mention her. So, Beautifully Made is actually one of my greatest businesses that I have started right now. I'm a professional cosmetic tattooist. I do microblading, micro shading, and ombre eyebrows.
Wow.
And I recently just started doing henna brows. So that's the thing. Henna brows.
What is that called? You said micro what?
Microblading.
Microblading, and that what exactly?
That's basically like hair-like strokes
Okay.
with a needle. Of course, we numb them. We numb the girls up.
Okay.
Shape them up however you want your eyebrows. Make sure you look at yourself before I start, because I don't want you upset.
Mm.
Sign your contract. You got waivers.
Right.
And then hair-like strokes. just going the same way your hair goes, or the micro shading. I have like a tattoo gun, and we'll do like microblading at the beginning. You know how at the little frillies at the top, and then it's all dark and tinted at the tails. So we'll use the tattoo gun, do a little shading or the little ombre brows, give them a fade. You know, something real cute for the people.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
So explain that to me, because you like you said Jill of all trades, right?
Yes.
And you know, I'm a person that's like that. Like I like to do a lot of things: music, dancing, art, teaching, things of that nature. What was that? Anyway, so everything is going terrible. No. But you know, how did you get involved with all that? What was that process like? Like, were you always just like doing a bunch of stuff, or was there like talk a little bit about the steps that you took to kind of get to where you are like in your life, you know?
All right. Well, I was always an active child. I played basketball, danced at school. When I went to college, I had to choose. So it was either you're going to dance or you're going to play basketball. So I danced.
Okay.
And then after I graduated, COVID, oh, God bless us all. It was like really unexpected though. It was very emotional. And like I felt like we got kicked off of campus. We just got evicted, you know?
We had to leave immediately.
Immediately. Yeah, it was crazy.
And y'all were just about to graduate when that happened, right?
Right. We was just about to
I was waiting for senior week.
We didn't even get to see. With spring fling, we didn't even get to do that.
Been lit. That was the final finale of everything.
We was in the middle of all that testing, all that. After we was done, about to go into spring break. Couldn't even happen. We had to leave in 2 weeks. They had a couple parties like before we left.
You had to get them in
the 24 hours. But after that, when I came home, it was just I found myself just being very. I wouldn't consider it depressed, but I felt myself being depressed because I stayed in my room 24/8, and it was just like, what am I going to do? I have to do something. I don't have a job. I'm coming straight home. I didn't even have my diploma yet because I still have to complete school online. Right. So I'm just trying to create the steps to really finish school. And all right, Aaliyah, you got to get your bread regardless, because regardless, I'm going to get my money. Right. I'm a hustler at home. So I paid my sister. She was a professional cosmetic tattooist. Robin, you can check her out. Pay her to certify me. She certified me in microblading, and I just took that risk. And I was just like, I might as well do something that I never did. And so Beautifully Made, she just popped out. And that's me.
It's wonderful how things like that happen when you're like, I need X, Y, and Z to kind of play out, because this, literally COVID was just like this brick wall that we ran into that we didn't even expect. But then like these people come into your life and they're like, hey, I could help you with X, Y, and Z, help you with this. And then it's like, oh, cool. I'm going to take that step. And then boom, now you're doing it. So that's really dope.
And then steady trying to figure out my purpose, why I'm really here. Asking God, talking to God all the time. I know now that I'm here to serve humanity. So that's when I started fixing credit and started really all right, Aaliyah, you do everything. So Jill of all trades. Jack ain't doing enough, so Jill's here.
Right, that's what's up. Hey, I'm gonna give you a couple of slush for that. So in terms of Move Accordingly, can you explain more so what exactly that is in terms of like is it a brand? Is it a movement? Is it a line? I'm trying to just understand, or is it how you embody all the things you do in terms of your services and stuff like that? Or
So basically, you kind of explained it all in one
did
just
I? Now. Look at me. I'm a
but
genius.
it started. You're very smart.
Thank you.
It started off as a movement, as I would say. And then I wanted to turn it into a brand. But instead of it being a brand, I figured it's a lifestyle. Move Accordingly literally is something I'm saying it to you guys now, and I bet you just start hearing it. Not just saying literally move accordingly, but just the word in itself. Just move accordingly. And you just hey, I heard that. I keep hearing it.
Right.
God's gonna put that in your life. I'm telling you, it's a lifestyle, guys.
Okay.
So
dope. That's cool. Because I was wondering. I was like, is it a line? Because
she's coming.
You got a T-shirt on and everything like that. You're supporting the brand. So I love the brand. So what are your in terms of the lifestyle and it being a brand, what are some of your goals? How do you want people to be able to engage in what you're doing? You know what I mean? Be a part of it.
So I actually would like the corporation in itself, winning team, because we're all winners here. We're all winners at the table. And of course, Move Accordingly is going to be the business under. And with that, we're going to have the clothing line with Move Accordingly. I actually want to do a model academy, Move Accordingly modeling, and or dancing, exercising. I'm into all the good health. We didn't even get to talk about that one, but we're going to move accordingly. We're going to move accordingly because they're going to figure it out. It's a lifestyle. I'm telling you, that's just all it's given.
I'm getting it, and I think it's really smart because it's like a lot of times, you know, especially young people, it's like it. In terms of like education, we weren't taught certain things. We weren't taught like you do credit restoration. When were we ever really taught about credit?
Never was taught.
You know what I'm saying?
Took me months,
right? Or about
study.
Just like saving money, or like, you know, being more proactive in life, like getting your ducks in a row before you do certain things. You know what I mean? And so I love that in terms of like what Move Accordingly means. It's just like, yo, you got to move right. You got to be right and exact. And these are things that we do that allows us to push this message and this brand forward. Yeah. So I think that's cool. So is there a team? Do we have a Move Accordingly team? Who's on the team? Who's on the squad?
Who's on the roster?
Who's on the roster?
I don't even have a roster of people. I mean, I would just say I'm just a walking brand.
Okay.
You know, me supporting my Black businesses and stuff like that, I feel as though that just gives it all. Like if I'm rocking somebody else's stuff, she's here. You're gonna ask, who is this? Right. Who is this? Like my jacket. Who is this?
Right.
You know, stuff of that nature. So
yeah, I noticed you like to personify things. I like that. You're like, she's okay. I'm like, wait, you're here.
Yeah. She is good.
She's good.
Back.
Right.
She had a name?
No, I didn't give her a name. I just got her like 2 weeks ago. So sis is new. She's coming though. She's coming. I'm gonna figure out her name. She's a newborn still, so we'll figure her out.
What's the biggest lesson or that you learned like in 2020 going into 2021?
Biggest lesson. I would say my biggest lesson was never let up. Like never let up. As hard as it may seem, the shift that God places in your life is what's needed for your new level that you're about to be on. He's going to put you through things that you literally will ask him for something, and then he's going to put a challenge in front of your face. And it's all about, if you can overcome this challenge, I got you. You're going to the next level. So it's all about the shift and just never stopping and never giving up. Have faith in yourself, and God will have faith in that.
Well, what were some, and I love that. I'm gonna give you a couple slow snaps for that. What was like some of the things, I know you mentioned with 2020, you know, a lot of people were like, it shifted our reality completely.
Yes,
you know, you mentioned being depressed and stuff like that. What were some things that you did to kind of keep yourself mentally at bay? You know what I mean? And just like motivated as you went through this past year.
Well, I currently started reading more.
Okay.
So I've been reading several books. The Magic Ladder to Success by Napoleon Hill. How to Own Your Own Mind. Napoleon Hill's my favorite, y'all. So I've read a lot of things. Think and Grow Rich is my favorite one, though. And it all putting that together, it just gives me like creative vision. That's my word for the rest of the year. Because with creative vision, you can accomplish anything.
Right.
Like, and with faith too, y'all. Y'all gotta have faith.
Right. You gotta have faith. You can't be doubting yourself.
Without faith, you can't get nothing done.
Right.
But yeah, reading books. I try to, you know, slow down on the gas antics. You know, if you know, you know, move around.
Hey, I hear it.
And I just try to take more initiative of my own actions and stuff like that. Don't blame people for anything. Don't expect anything from anyone, whether they're in your inner circle or like on the outer circle. Don't expect anything. Because if you expect things, that's how your feelings get hurt and stuff of that nature.
Disappointment can happen when your expectations are too high. Yeah. I mean, that's a huge life lesson, I feel like. You know, like not like really, and it's hard to do, to move through life without expectation. Like, but it's like once you do that, and like I've done that in just like small, you know, in small degrees in small areas in my life, and I realize that I've become more happy. You know what I mean? Because of that, because I'm not like worried. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna expect the unexpected. That's the only thing I expect. You know what I'm saying? And then when it happens, I'm gonna address it accordingly.
There it is.
You know what I'm saying?
I told you, it's a lifestyle. It's gonna come. It's gonna flow.
I said
All my
accordingly.
viewers, I'm telling y'all, it's going to come. It's going to flow.
Right.
God got y'all.
So what's the next on your agenda that you plan to do?
Well, I need you guys to tune in.
Because you're doing music, you're doing credit restoration. What are
right.
you doing? Like, you doing it all.
Y'all, I'm in a reality TV show.
Uh-huh.
Facts.
What's it called?
It's called Housewives of Pittsburgh.
Oh, I did see that. Yep.
Seriously.
What's that with Netflix? No, I'm joking.
I can't wait till I get on Netflix.
Right.
But right now
is it like that? Is it like that one reality show?
It's literally like Housewives of Atlanta, Housewives of wherever, Housewives of Pittsburgh, and of course, everyone keeps asking me, "You ain't got no kids, you ain't married, blah blah blah. Why you want that show?"
Right. That's I was gonna ask. Interested. I didn't see a ring.
Because I am she and she is me.
Mm.
It's like no, but I feel as though I'm the youngest on the show of the cast, so it's just like all growth for me. I'm learning from them, they're learning from me. We all come from different backgrounds of life, so just bringing our vibes together and just being able to bond and create that great sisterhood with each other is going to just be immaculate. And then after we start here, we're expanding. So I need y'all to tune in. YouTube, February 15th, Housewives of Pittsburgh. They can like our page on Facebook, Instagram, follow us, enjoy us. We're our authentic selves.
So who's on the cast? Like who's the Housewives?
Well, you're gonna have to tune in and see.
You're gonna have to tune in and see.
Mean, I need to
tune in and
who.
see.
You know what I'm saying? She might not know everybody.
Your aunt might be on there. You never know.
Oh, that's funny.
That's what I'm saying. I'm the youngest. So
you know about the youngest. Can we know a little more insight about the at least your character?
My character. I mean, this is me. I'm being
it's
myself.
It's
reality TV. Yeah, it's my authentic self. So it's just like
TV.
I come with highs, I come with lows.
So how did you stumble upon that opportunity? Were you approached, or did you see something on the net?
I was actually in a Clubhouse meeting.
Oh, dope.
Yeah, and they were doing one of those introduce yourself, type of vibe. So everybody's introducing themselves, and then the assistant producer, she was in there, and I was just bored. I'm over there at work, but I'm listening, and I was like, "Oh, how's Pittsburgh?" I'm like, "I'm bored. I got nothing else to do. I might as well inbox her." So I follow her on Instagram, and then I DM'd her like, "I'm interested," and she was like, "All right, well, send us a headshot and a bio about yourself." And after that, they just loved me. So.
And they were totally cool with the not wife thing.
They loved me.
They didn't care. They're like, the personality is there.
That's what it's given. It's the personality of it all.
Because it needs to be entertaining.
Yes,
at the end of
you
the
got to
day,
give them something to watch.
Yeah. No, I'm you said February 15th?
February 15th. Okay. Tune in.
Cool. I'm gonna check that out.
On where?
Real Housewives of Pittsburgh.
On YouTube.
On YouTube.
I forgot that.
Family, you heard it here on the Level Up Podcast. All right, so I guess
I'm definitely want to.
My next question, just kind of bringing everything together, just so the people watching and listening kind of have an idea of the trajectory of what you're doing. What do you like? What is your 5-year kind of plan? And my inner question within that is like, are you planning on having a website and having these different services available on the website? Like, what can people expect to see as this really rolls out and becomes like this solid, tangible thing?
Well, 5 years, I would say short term. It's giving PhD in counseling psychology. So I will be a psychiatrist via Pittsburgh because I want to help my people. I'm here for everyone to express themselves and open up. And with that, having my own practice, I want to be able to bring all of my businesses together and have, like you said, that website or that portal where you can just be like, all right, this is everything that she does. So what do you need?
Because that's what I picked. That's exactly what I imagine. It's just like this moveaccordingly.com, and then it's like everything. Credit restoration. Get your microblade beauty. Let's say it's beauty. That's it. Eyebrows could not be a category. Beauty store.
I'm gonna make it a category.
Like an online store. You know what I mean? Like I see that happening.
Keep playing. Listen to my track.
Like music, right? Media.
Watch me dance on
YouTube. Right. No, that's dope. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you.
No, you're fine. You're fine. This is it. This is lit.
Right.
I love it.
Sweet.
So, can you explain to the people a little bit more about credit restoration for those who don't know?
Well, credit restoration is, say I'm at 450. Very below average, guys. We do not want to be in our 400s. We barely want to be in our 500s.
All right, I'm lucky
Very
to
poor.
get to 7.
Listen, you lit. Basically, whatever negatives or things you have in your collections, if you look on like Credit Karma, download Credit Karma if you're viewing this. It's free.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I started with like getting into knowing my credit and learning what is going on. Why can't I get approved for this? Why can't I, just wondering. Start there, figure out what negative items you do have, and then you want to be able to create a dispute, or the company that I work for, we create the disputes for you, send them straight to you. You can download them online, and then you send them straight out to Experian, TransUnion, or I forgot the other one. I'm having a brain fart, but you know what I mean. Right. All 3 of the boroughs, and then they send you the results back. And most likely you'll get approved for whatever it is that you're trying to delete off of your collections or your negatives and stuff like that. And then your score boosts like that. 30 days things take time. I feel as though patience is a thing when it comes to credit restoration. Right. It's really a thing because people want to see results like this. And sometimes you can't see results like this. It's almost like dealing with stocks and bonds. The long term, it's a long game. So like,
now is it sorry to cut you off again.
No, you're fine.
Is it like just taking things off the credit, or is it a combination of doing active things to also help boost your credit?
So there is Credit My Rent. There's a new thing that we have, Credit My Rent. Yes. So when you pay your bills, you can pay your phone bill, your house bill, anything, and you're paying it on time consistently. Boom, your credit's raising just because you're being responsible for your own self. So who doesn't want to get rewarded for being responsible?
Exactly.
That's
I feel
so
as though that's great.
People watching, they want to. All we got to do is DM you. You said Aaliyah Smith on Facebook.
Yep.
Just DM her. And can we get the spelling of Aaliyah just to make sure it's correct?
Oh, what they say on the song? A to the L-I-Y-A-H.
Okay, I just want to make sure it was spelled that way.
That's she.
Some people. That sounded beautiful. That was beautiful.
That was right.
Sweet. So, dope. I think it's awesome, everything that you do. Can you talk a little bit about, now that, we heard the melodic voice, you got that angelic voice.
Yeah,
talk a little bit about the music. Like, have you created projects? Are you working on a project? Is that the lane you're going to be in, or are you trying to use your music in a different way?
So I used to sing a lot when I was younger, like, football games, the little national anthem, stuff like that. I was about to say something, but it was in my head. That's great. But I have been actually working on a few projects with my cousin, Just Jayla.
Oh, I know Just Jayla. She was on the podcast, yeah.
Yeah, that's my cousin. Okay. So we've been linking up since I came home from school. I ain't seen her in a while, catching up on life and then catching up in the studio. So we haven't released anything yet, but move accordingly, we're coming. So tune in. She's here.
Okay.
But yeah, I've been just trying to use the studio in my music overall to just express myself, express my thoughts. Me losing a lot of people, not even due to COVID, but just like, growing up in life, just being able to pour that out into my beats and to the lyrics that I give the people. Very lyrical. So
nice. And that's good too, because like music too, it like helps us to like process things. Yeah. Right? Like when it's weird. It's like when you write how you feel and your poetry down, it's like you like slowly you're like coming to terms with things. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, this is how I feel about this. Now I can, process it. I can deal with it, and I can then move accordingly.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying,
Somebody hired this
man. Somebody hired this man. I'm just kidding. That's dope. That's dope. So,
have you been working with anybody lately? Like any future projects with
outside of Just Jayla?
Yeah. Outside of her?
No, not recently. I haven't really expressed to the world yet that I'm going to go hard in the paint like Waka Flocka and them. Right. But
I'm weak.
You're going to do a song with Rizzy Reek.
Well, Rizzy Reek want me on a beat, so Lee is gonna pop out. I'm gonna pop out. Yeah. I've been playing him since we was in college, so y'all, I'm going
never could do a song. I'm like, come on, even the fame
I was
days.
Busy.
I know every time, like I'm busy. I'm running this. I'm running that. I'm like,
I mean, she does a lot. Right?
I was athletic training, all of that.
Oh wow,
I did a lot in school.
While you were in school,
yes.
You're talking about that's cool though. It's like some people like you know, a lot of people, especially like the non-winning, I don't want to say non-winning. I'm not trying to be negative, but just people who are very basic and like lackadaisical. You know, they're always trying to tell you like what you can do or like what you should be doing. And it's like, yo, if I can manage my time, my energy, and my effort and still be successful at these things, then there's no problem in doing them all. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel about myself. It's like, yeah, I have a lot on my shoulders in terms of like running this business and starting all these different projects. But, you know,
the managing that keeps you up.
I like, I'm able to still manage it and like figure things out as I go. And it ain't perfect, you know, like I could definitely spend more time with family, you know, stuff like that. I want to definitely do a better job at. But, you know, that comes with time and like just understanding your schedule and how to balance things. But I think it's okay though.
Yeah,
you know?
It is.
It should be normal, you know, especially when you're young, because like, how old are you?
You have the energy.
If you don't mind me asking?
I'm 23 years old.
23. Listen, I'm about to be 35. It's like when you're young, try shit out. What is you doing? Try everything because you never know.
Have that energy for
right.
it, or the opportunity gonna pass you by. You're gonna be upset.
Try shit out because you never know. Like when I like I was not. It was not in my mind to become a dance teacher. I'll say that. Like
you do hip hop?
I do hip hop and popping and locking,
or
not locking, but popping and animation. We do a bunch of classes here. But like Pat, me and Pat, we had like a dance club, but we were more like performed. We didn't really like teach people. Them. You know what I'm saying, huh?
But we had to teach that so we can.
I mean, technically we had to, but it wasn't like, oh, I'm a dance. I didn't never thought of myself like as a especially as a studio teacher. Like I was actually dating this girl, and she's like, "You're really good at dancing. I have a friend who owns a studio. Do you? She's looking for a teacher. Would you want to teach?" And I'm like, "I've never taught a day in my life in that way, like in a studio with kids and stuff like that." And I could have been like, "Nah," and I guarantee if I would have said no, probably none of this would ever happen. It was like me saying yes, put me on that path. You know
feel like you have the patience. Like, what did that give you when you first started to teach? And it's like that one person I just can't get it. Like, what do you feel like? You feel like you grow from all of that? Or like,
yeah. I mean, I've learned how, because teaching. What I've learned is all about how you communicate. It's not like all right, being able to do, like, being a good dancer is one thing, but I've seen mad good dancers try to teach and they suck at it. You know what I'm saying? It's because they're not good at communication. Yep. You know what I'm saying? And so I definitely working with kids teaches you patience. It teaches you how to communicate effectively. It teaches you like how to it teaches you how to balance out boundaries, which is a real thing. It's like when you're working with kids, it's like you can't do certain things and the kids can't do certain things. You know what I mean? And you learn a lot from them. You know what I'm saying? I learned a lot from my kids, you know, that I've worked with, like about myself and about how I teach, you know? So yeah.
I feel like when you can't learn something from something that you do, at least one thing, what are you doing it for?
Right.
Like, you got to at least learn one thing.
I look at everything as a learn. Remember we was having that conversation about jobs?
Yeah. Bro,
I swear to God, when I was working at 7-Eleven, all right, it was the worst job I've ever had in my life.
And it was like, being at McDonald's.
Bro, but fam, we had little systems and shit that we had to do at 7-Eleven, and I fucking learned them shits and I picked them up and I apply the same shit here. Yeah. Like the way you record things, the way you keep track of certain stuff. I've employed that in our own operations. You know what I'm saying? So I was looking at everything as a learning opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Even in the way like they would train us. You know what I'm saying? Now, we don't do the computer training or anything like that, but like having training, not just like starting someone, you know, but actually like training them, taking them through the system. Like I wouldn't have thought of that if I wouldn't have looked at that job. Like, you know what? I know I'm overqualified for this shit, but I'm gonna do this job because I can get to the money. Okay. And I'm gonna use this as an opportunity to learn shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I did it, bro. But like literally anything that you do, you should be trying to figure out how to use the shit you're doing in it in some way for yourself.
That's what I'm learning. And organization is key.
Right.
Like we all gotta have a set schedule, figure out how we're gonna manage everything.
Yeah, organized mind is everything.
Like I was about to ask you, like how do you manage everything? Like do you have a system or a schedule that you do?
Well, put you in place? Google's my best friend.
I love Google. Right. I say Google is your mom because Google is like mommy. You guys can anything. She got the answers.
Seriously.
You know what I'm saying? Google. Ask your mom.
Google and Gmail are
my doing a lot of ads today.
Right. Google.
Oh, sorry. But seriously, I tried to write a lot of things down. I got a journal when I came home because I feel as though when you write down what you want and the steps to go for it, you got it. You got it. That with patience, that with faith, you got it. You have to speak life into your own attributes. Seriously, because nobody else is going to do it for you. Granted, you can have your little people in the background clapping for you, rooting you on, but you got to root yourself on. And I learned that I had to pat myself on the back because I never did that before. I never really was as excited as I was for a lot of things that I do as for other people. I'm always excited about my friends doing stuff, but I never really got that. All right, Aaliyah, be proud of yourself. So I really had to like self-reflect when I came home to just go off. We ain't stepping on next number.
And write your shit down. That's key. Like, remember, bro, I swear to all this shit apply. I'll be like, yo, you be like, yo, I got this idea. I'll be like,
write it down.
I'll be like, write a proposal.
Notes.
He's like, why do I gotta write a proposal? I'm like, because it'll help you actually
it's life changing
what you're doing and how you're doing it. That's why like your first episode was so dope. Because you had the plan, you wrote it down, and you moved accordingly.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Let's just keep moving accordingly. She's so right. Oh man, get my there. But I wanted to do a quick shout out because we got some
who's
people
all on the chat.
We got some people on here. Just it looks like they're tagging family members. We got Amina Muhammad.
Hey mom.
We got a Queen Destiny Muhammad.
We
got a Kathy Brown Muhammad.
It's booming.
Jennifer Muhammad.
It's booming. Hey,
we got a Jamita Jones.
Yes.
A Sherry Elliott.
I'm here for
Shauna
all
Elliott.
ages.
Sandy Baldwin. Yeah, it looked like they just tagging mad family members and stuff. So your family gonna be deep.
Yeah, we about to move on.
Shout out to the fam. Thank you for tuning into the
I love you guys.
Level Up Podcast. We appreciate y'all. Please tune in every week Monday around 8:30, between 8:30 and 8:45. It's like, no, I gotta say a disclaimer because we be starting late. You know what I'm saying?
9:30 Central.
9:30 Central time. No, I'm just kidding. Anywho, since we're on a funny note, let's get to the funny question.
Are you ready for the question?
Yes.
Now we gotta do
a drum roll.
Oh my god, they trying to get me.
Anywho, so Aaliyah, what would you say is your number one no-no? And what I mean by that is just like, what is just one thing you can't stand? It could be a pet peeve, or it could be something that just like grosses you out. Whatever it may be, I would like to know.
Because I don't want to be biased and I don't want to sound prejudiced.
Yeah, don't be rude now.
I'm not. So
be
I'm
authentic,
really
but you know,
think 5 times before I
accordingly.
speak.
Yeah, move accordingly. Think accordingly.
All right, there it is. No, seriously.
Right.
A big no for me. Dang, y'all. There's a lot of no-nos. Okay, my biggest no.
You can name a couple if you want to.
I don't even I just be letting things just. I don't let energy hit me, so I don't know. Like I just biggest no, crossing the line. Like when you have a set boundary, especially with a person, whether you're in a relationship or whether it's a friendship or even your family, crossing boundaries is just like the biggest no. Because of the simple fact, one, I probably told you, so you already know, and you did it anyway,
right?
So now you're hard-headed,
right?
But yeah, boundaries for me, it's the boundaries,
right?
Friendships, relationships, all of that. Yeah, don't cross them.
I love it, and I agree. You know what I'm saying? It's like certain, especially if you told the person, it's like there's just certain things you don't do. If I'm like, hey, I don't like this, and I tell you once and give you a chance, and then you do it again, it's just like, you know, my mama didn't name me Boo Boo, and she definitely didn't raise a fool, so I can't mess with you no more.
I was not in the circus down there being whacked out. Quit playing with me. I saw them, but I ain't there.
Not at the circus and being white melon.
But now, like with the boundaries, I feel as though because even with myself, I had to take accountability of my own actions and be able to be like, all right, Aaliyah, because I'm not perfect. I'm human,
right? So
I'm going to make mistakes. I have flaws, but boundaries, Aaliyah, boundaries. Everybody, boundaries. Seriously, it's a big thing.
And that I feel like that's really important in the professional realm. I think sometimes, especially if you do professional things with your friends, you know, it's like you have to really keep that fine line between friendship and like business. You know what I'm saying? And like, and within that too, within that fine line is like dignity and respect. You know what I mean? Especially like if the friendships, because you know some friendships is like, this friend might be more of a dominant friend and you're like a more passive friend in the friendship, but like maybe in your leadership or in your professional role, you're like the more dominant professional.
I put all my friends in categories.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you got to.
Got my business friends. I got my turn up friends.
Right.
I got my
you got to
move accordingly friends. All of that nature. I swear. You got to put them.
That's dope. That's
Thank
dope.
you guys.
All right, Reek, it's your turn, sir.
My turn.
Yeah, you're gonna do the would you rather or would you schmather or this or that? This or that, or would you rather?
I was trying to think of a question, but I'll do would you rather.
Okay.
So would you rather move accordingly?
Oh my God! You cannot ask me that.
That's so lame. He said
move accordingly.
I'm gonna always move accordingly.
Would you say move what?
Would you rather move accordingly, or would you rather move accordingly?
That's so lame. Come on, you gotta actually give her a choice.
No, I'm just playing.
I wanted to think.
Right, right. Give her something hard.
Oh my God! See, no, you're trying to go hard.
If you had to choose between fixing your credit or working to get getting good credit like an 800 or above within a day, or working for it but being broke at it, what one would you choose?
Being broke at it. What you mean?
Yeah,
like you mean like okay? Are you saying like credit fixing a day, or
like working to fix your credit, or somebody like giving it to you like
instantly?
Yeah. Well, I feel like I already know the answer to that based on what you said.
Because it can come from various aspects of that one.
Right. It can happen in a day, though, like or you could work for it.
Well, me being an agent and not a customer, I have a different view on that one. I enjoy the knowledge of it all, learning different credit tips, because I learn new things every day with the credit thing. My mentors teach me well. I attend to my meetings and my trainings so I can learn new things that I don't know, because you don't know everything. If somebody fixes my credit instantly, I'm just be like, all right, it's going to mess up again, because I'm going to probably do something to mess it up as I don't know what I'm doing, So I feel as though I would just take the time to gain the knowledge and just, get where I need to be. Patience. I'm here. I know I'm going to get here. I'm going to get there. Steps. Baby steps. I'm all for the baby steps.
We'll give her a couple slow snaps, because patience is everything. It's like,
and I had to learn.
You have to learn that, because things don't like the best things that like. Ask the richest person in the world if they got there overnight. They'll be like, man, you don't know the struggles that I had.
Over 75 hours a week,
like craziness, like sleepless nights.
Oh, what do you say?
Blood, sweat, and tears.
Where's my melatonin?
Where's my melatonin? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I can only imagine. Like, yeah, I knew the answer. I'm like, it's patience, because she said that earlier. Yeah.
And this is like what you said, like speaking it into existence, like that, and having faith, like all these lines of communications. Like you just gotta grow with yourself, even if you're feeling down or feeling like you can't really do anything. Like you said, write it down. There's a system of communication. You gotta write, talk, faith in God, do it actually. Right.
Yeah, because action is the most important.
Yes, it is.
You can all those elements all day, but if you don't just do it,
right? All them elements help you, better as a person. Like you said, move accordingly.
Literally, that's what it's given. So, action, move accordingly.
Did you say Amina is your mother?
That's my mom. What she said?
Yeah, she's like, yes.
Period.
She said knowledge is key.
Oh, what do you say? Because she taught me well.
And then Candy Riggins said, love how you're handling yourself.
Oh, thank you guys.
And then my wife said, oh, wow. My wife, I didn't see my wife's comment. She said real stuff. And then she said, okay. Oh, this is a good one. This is a question. Okay. How do you set boundaries with your creative time, and how did you make people respect you as an artist?
That's a real good one.
Good question, babe.
That was a real one. Well, I sat in my room for days one day, and I always used to just stay in my room. So you wouldn't even know if I'm home or not. But I really had to talk with God. Like I had to, whether it was bringing out the tears, the emotions, the withdrawal of just the things that I don't want, the baggage. I had to just really let it all go. You had to let go and let God. Seriously. Because once you do that, and once you give your situations to God, you just feel real relieved. I felt relieved. I felt not open, but I felt lighter. My spirit was lighter. And so I just was like, all right, organized mind. I can't think too much. Because when I think too much, I start to overthink. And once you overthink, it's like a car that's on too long. It's over.
Right.
It's a wrap. And I don't want to lose my mind. I don't want to seem like the crazy person, even though I'm trying to be as sane as possible, you know? So I really just had to talk with God and really just let it all out. Accept what is for what it is and keep it pushing.
Love it. It's real. She said, Latrice Muhammad said, that's real.
No,
Cleansing the soul to accept your blessings. Love that. And then
sage, y'all.
Your mother asked, what advice would you give to young girls who are looking to aspire to greatness? That's really good. That actually is my last joke, kind of. Yeah. So that, you know.
Lead by example. If you feel as though it needs to be done, get it done. Once it's done right the first time, you don't got to do it again. Know your worth. Definitely, we are priceless as people. We have to really understand where we come from and the positions that we hold and the energy that we hold in our bodies, because we are full of energy. You know, when somebody like, oh, right. But we are literally full of energy. So like, you have to really find that balance. Right. Okay, there's my word. Balance. Balance, ladies. Find your balance, find your peace, find your sanity, be happy within your peace, and it's a wrap. It'll flow from there, I'm telling you. Because I thought I wouldn't be able to, but I did. Right. And so if I could do it, you could do it. No, thank you so much.
Just everything you've been doing.
Yeah, I'm proud. Everybody on here is proud.
Right? Yeah.
So let me read this last one.
Thank you, guys. I'm proud of you.
They said, Candy said, yeah, for the auntie shout out. And the mom, my sister, has done an amazing job. She has raised an amazing woman in Lee. I am moving accordingly because of my niece, and a child shall lead them. Ooh, okay.
I'm here for the answers.
Love the show. Finally, some real ish on the internet. Thank you guys for having me. Oh, thank you. Yeah, check us out. You can check out all of our old episodes too. We have all different types of personalities, but we try to keep it. It isn't for children, but we keep it positive. We try to talk about the things that are helping people move forward in their creative lives and in their business lives. So if you're interested in learning about some of the dope people here in Pittsburgh that are doing really cool work, please check us out on Spotify. Just type in Level Up Studios and you can hear all of our latest episodes if you're a new viewer or a new listener. Cool. Well, Aaliyah, thank you so much for being on the show. You are very impressive. I love everything that you do. I see that you got some gifts. So I know how you wanted to do that.
I wanted to give you guys some shirts. So y'all, we got some Move Accordingly shirts.
Right.
She's coming soon.
Okay, she's coming soon.
She's coming soon. Show the people your shirt.
Got mine. You know what I'm saying?
And I actually want to do a giveaway real quick for the viewers.
Yes.
Okay, let's see.
All right, so we have here my brand, Beautifully Made. Unisex. It's a unisex shirt. Beautifully made. I actually wanted to ask you guys to pick the winner probably tomorrow, tonight, however you see fit.
Okay.
Comment, what does Move Accordingly mean to you? Like, what aspect in life, anything, be creative, what is moving accordingly to you? And what does that mean to you? It doesn't have to be long, in a paragraph.
Can you put that on the thing?
But what is moving accordingly to you? And what does that mean to you? So I'm giving away a Beautifully Made t-shirt, y'all. She's coming regardless. So whether you get it or not, she's here. So
I'm about to put my answer in.
No facts. What is moving accordingly to you?
So the comment or the question she just asked, what does move accordingly mean to you? We're gonna pin that to the top of the comment so you can see. And we will pick at random whoever comments on our live stream there.
Yes.
And we will contact you via Facebook Messenger.
Yes.
Okay, now while he's doing that and while I'm texting,
they want a shirt, yeah.
Can you just let the people know if there's anybody watching who would like to connect with you and the Move Accordingly brand and just everything you're doing, where they can find you on all social media platforms?
All right. Well, you can find me on Facebook at Aaliyah Smith, AALIYAH, last name Smith. Instagram, call me Sharky, call _me _Sharky, and or cbd.lee for me being, health influencer, or Beautifully Made. If you know, you know. We have several pages. I don't really be on Twitter anymore, but Winning Team Lee.
I be trying to tweet. I don't tweet.
Yeah, I'm
good.
not really a
I'm not a
Twitter.
Twitter person.
It gets too raunchy for me.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
It get
mess with my
crazy
spirit a
on
little
Twitter.
bit.
Yeah, not that I know.
Don't go on after 8 o'clock. So.
I just heard about it.
But Winning Team Lee, yeah, I think that's my top three. After that, you find the rest.
I hate you, bro. All right. Well, wonderful. Well, family, excuse me. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's your boy Mario Quinn. Of course, you can follow me at The Mind of Quinn on all social media platforms. Of course, check out my new EP, The Year of Influence, out now on everything. Just type in Mario Quinn, Quinn. And then, of course, check out Level Up Studios at Level Up PGH. And, of course, leveluppgh.com. We have a ton of different dance classes for kids. We have free studio time for kids who like to do music. We have painting classes, acting classes. We have an anime club and / class, a pro wrestling club / class. And then Ivan and I are going to be starting a boxing club soon.
Because everybody's
hopefully on
moving
Sundays.
accordingly.
We do a bunch of media projects and stuff like that. So tune in to Level Up Studios at Level Up PGH and leveluppgh.com. I'm gonna pass it to my man Rizzy Reek.
You guys can follow me at Rizzy Reek, IG at REZY_IK. The Reek Experience. You can follow me on all platforms. Reezy Rises Drop. We got a Level Up Presents Global Mass Networks in the works. We got our media company working on politics, sports, media, music, all that. So we're definitely getting that in the works, and hopefully put faith in everything, like you said, move accordingly, and push everything. Have faith in God. We everything done. And,
no, seriously. Can I get one more shout out?
Yeah, one more.
February 15th. Don't forget, Housewives of Pittsburgh. You can find me on Housewives of Pittsburgh very, very soon. The antics that I'm going to bring, the antics that my co-cast members are going to bring is going to be immaculate. So tune in because we're blowing up.
Make sure you watch that.
Yeah. All right, family. Well, you've heard it here. It's your boy Mario Quinn, the Level Up Podcast, episode 82. My boy Rizzy Reek and Aaliyah. Move accordingly.
Yeah. Let's get it.
Okay, beautifully made.
Okay,
and all the above.
Jill of all trades, baby.
Jill of all trades and all of that. Thank you so much. We love y'all. Have a good rest of your evening. We out. Peace. Yo.